Good morning, Los Angeles Rams fans. This is Tuna from Tuna and the Sheriff. It is a somewhat overcast day outside my window here in San Fernando Valley. Your Los Angeles Rams won in Baltimore on the road last night or yesterday morning. They now stay in Baltimore as they get ready to travel to London. But before that, we got to discuss what happened in yesterday's game. As I said, I am Tuna of Tuna and the Sheriff, joined by my brother, my compatriot, my Ramley, my ride or die, my big cheese, big Sheriff Joe Bags. What's up, dog?
Hi. It's a good day, man. 4-2. I don't care how you're feeling. We won.
Happy Victory Monday. You are
Yes.
chipper as all hell. I love it. How you feeling?
So good, dude. 4-2. We're almost done with our AFC slate. Feeling good, man. Obviously, we're hoping Puka's okay, but that feels like the biggest story to me out of yesterday.
Biggest story for you. So I have not seen any extra reports out of there. I know the Rams typically are very not talkative. Let me do my best. Without even seeing McVay's comments on Puka, let me try my best. Yeah, you know what, Gary? We're going to go ahead and we're doing everything that we can. Puka said he's going to feel pretty good. We're going to do everything that we can to get him as close to football shape as possible and get him activated on all parts of the field. But thanks for asking.
But we want to be smart with it, you know. We don't want
to. we want to be smart with them. You know, he's a hell of a football player. This league is really tough. The Ravens are a good football team. Like, just he hits everything. He gets everything except the answer, and I love him for it. But yeah, you don't get an answer on that. Yeah, Puka came down a little awkwardly. Saw some accounts say, you know, breaking news: Puka is back in the game. So that was great. He didn't really get active in the game, but he was out there, and that's a great sign. Very happy about that. Apart from that, looking across the league, and especially in the NFC West, could have been much worse, man.
Yep.
Some terrible injuries out there for NFC West teams. Fred Warner is out, so got to kind of consider yourself very lucky that your superstar was able to come back into the game. But apart from that, man, good win. How do you feel about the score, the win, the outcome?
Yeah, man. I think that overall, I know that a lot of people are just jonesing for just an absolute whooping of somebody, man. It's in the blood right now of all Rams fans, wanting to see, you know, where by the third quarter you can kind of stop paying attention. And you know, I guess the way that I feel about that is we knew coming in. We're really good at zooming out when the schedule first comes out, or, you know, so somebody kind of brings it to our attention. When the action's flying, I feel like we get really zoomed in. We get real tunnel vision. So how I'm feeling right now is the same way I was feeling when the schedule came out. And it's like, oh man, we got all 5 of our AFC opponent in the first 7 weeks. That's going to be awkward and clunky. And we're probably going to go into the bye week not really knowing who we are, because we're playing against teams that we never play against: the Baltimore Ravens, the Indianapolis Colts, Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans, next week the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're playing against teams we don't know very well. And in our 2 NFC games, we have looked a lot like the LA Rams. I know that we've lost those 2 games, but we have looked a lot more like ourselves. So I think where I'm feeling right now is we are still very much in our preseason-ish kind of time. I would say that the Rams right now are still figuring out who they are. They're still setting stuff up for later in the season. So if we're looking at a situation like yesterday, where I do feel like the Rams maybe know that they can have a better play in this situation, but it's like, hey, you know what? Actually, 3 times this season already, we've shown this look out of this scenario. Let's go ahead and do it again, so that later on this year when we're playing Detroit, that they think that we're going to do this, and let's set it up. Kind of, I think that we're still doing that kind of stuff, man. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the conversation on the sideline, like, hey, Detroit might do this, might come up against Detroit. That's not happening per se, but we're playing against AFC teams, man, who we don't know very well. They don't know us very well. These games are going to feel clunky. Once we hit the bye week and we hit the Saints, Seahawks, Niners, that's when we're going to see who this team really is. That's how I'm feeling, man. I'm not expecting any blowouts against AFC teams. It's not who we are.
That's fair. I try not to be the overreactionary. Like you know that I really am not. I don't overreact in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think I expected more. Unfortunately, I'm very like, you can't be mad at a win. I know that, and I'm trying not to be, because NFL parity, any given Sunday is a real thing. They could have started Tyler Huntley, and then this game turns out very differently. Like, that's how close margins are in this league. I think, and I'm trying to believe myself that I wrote pregame that we may not see the same defense that was giving up 35 points a game, get you excited. Like, oh, damn, like you should put up 30 on this team.
Yeah.
I think defensive coordinator or did some things differently. They did have Kyle Hamilton back. They did get Marlon Humphrey back. So that's a huge plus in their favor. My thing, though, is hey, the Rams are at full strength. You got Steve Avila back. There wasn't like it didn't seem as overwhelming as I was expecting on the offense. For the things that they still got to figure out on defense, I think I was expecting more from the offense. That's the side of the ball that I think has more continuity. I think is more capable because of Matthew Stafford. I don't know. I feel like it was okay on offense. Defense did phenomenal job in large spurts in that game. Got to give a lot of credit for them. That was a defensive win, I feel. I was expecting a little more fireworks. Like I wanted some more bang, some more pow. Like that's how I feel.
Totally fair, man. I mean, I think one thing you got to look at is the drops from Devontae. I think that played a huge factor in the game because I think it also impacted. Like, I mean, Puka goes out and Devontae's got the dropsies. You got to think from Stafford's perspective. He's like, where the hell am I going with this right now? Like, like obviously he's not sitting there like saying I'm not going to throw it to Devontae because he's been dropping balls. Like that's not going to be the case. But I think overall too, we did see. Like, why pull out all the stops against Baltimore in week 5 against a team that's won one game? You know what I mean? Like, why do it this week? I feel like we almost did in 2 drives. You know what I mean? Coming out of the half, it's like knock it out, go down, score with Kyron real quick, turnover, turn it around, score with Higbee real quick, and then it's like, well, hold on. We don't need to show everything right now. Let's just get out with a win. Let's just win this game. Why show all your money plays in the fourth quarter of a 2-possession game against a team that has 1 win? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about it. It's like, yeah, let's just coast out to the win, man. Let's head out to London. Let's go.
And I'm trying to, I think I want to believe that more. I don't know. I don't know how much success you can have or continue to have without putting yourself in tight spots. Cause it's not like they have been winning. It's not like they've been getting like, all right, cool. We're up by 2 scores. Let's reel back a little bit. Let's figure out, hey, does this work in these looks? Can we run the ball only a bunch of times? It feels like they are probing for the second half of the season, the playoffs. My issue with that though is it doesn't matter how good of a play caller you are. Like I still think McVay is a top 3 coach. You can't just. I don't think you can be successful that way over and over by doing that. Because you're going to keep putting your team in a spot like we saw last week. I know division games are division games, but a little bit like if that's true, what you're saying, that's a little bit of that of like, hey, you're kind of screwing up your own motion early in the season. I
don't think so because what's the point of being the best team in the NFL in week 6? What does that win you? Get out with a win, man.
Oh no, I'm not worried about like the optics of it or the what do you call it? I'm not worried about how the rankings are. It's literally just wins and losses.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You get 1 win, whether you win by 4 or you win by 4. 1 win. So I guess what's the point? I actually just seen a Puka tweet right now. Hold on. It lit up my phone and I see Puka Nakua's name. So Rams wide receiver Puka Nakua, the NFL's leader in catches, for an ankle sprain that will likely cause him to miss time. For me, Garofolo. That's Ian Rappaport. It would make sense for Nakua to be out next week against the Jaguars. Then Rams have a bye week to regroup and assess. So it sounds like Puka's going to at least miss the London game.
Yeah, let me see if I can bring that up as well.
I totally lost my train of thought there, but that's the point, man. Is like you win by 40 or you win by 4, you get 1 win. So what the hell is the point of? You're up by 14 against a team who has 1 win, who cannot move the football, who cannot throw the ball at all. Why would you, pull out all this sick play action and all these crazy plays to go down and score? Just get out of there with a win, man. Run the clock and get out of there. That's how I feel.
Because I think if there was a lot more brevity to that, what's the what's the tipping point? Is it just going up by 1 score? Is it going up by 3 scores? Because if
Literally,
that's
we're
true
up
and
by
you're
2
gonna
scores when we did it. That's what I'm saying, is like go up by 2 scores.
yeah.
What the hell are they going to do on offense? They were not doing anything on offense. You're up by 2 scores. Did you ever feel like Baltimore was just going to go out and push it down the field and score? I didn't, so maybe that's how McVay was feeling. It's like, hey, we're up 17-3. They're not going to put up 14 points, 14 more points on this. Let's just get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, why would we be setting up play actions for the fourth quarter to bomb them deep with Devontae? What would be the point of that? Let's save that stuff. If all that stuff is set up, let's save it for our real opponents who are coming up after the bye week. You know what I mean? So
I think it's not just a passing game, and then we could switch over back to more positive stuff. I think for me, more what I'm talking about too is the run game. Like if let's say like, hey, this is exactly the case with what you're saying. That's exactly what the Rams and McVay are doing. I would expect the running game would be more successful. I don't think we've seen. I don't think it's been as great as we were hoping coming into the season, even despite the mix and match up of the offensive line. I could point to other playoff contender teams that are still having better success in the run, despite injuries here and there. I'm picking negative things to try to be upset about. It's not even just the score. It's really how the game felt for me. It didn't feel overly convincing. There's still some issues that even if what you're saying is true, I think they still got a lot of stuff to work out. And I am hoping that if that's how they're moving, that they are going to figure it out. That they're kind of biding their time week by week, not worried about, hey, they have to be perfect right away. That's fair on you to say. Like, I'm not going to disagree with that, but
well, and let me counter that with this, because now that you are seeing it from my side, let me flip it onto your side and say, yeah, the fact that the Rams won by 2 possessions is almost a little jarring. I think the defense really came to play for this one. Ravens had more first downs, more total yards, and smoked the Rams in time of possession. So for those things, it's like, yeah, if you're doing what I'm saying you're doing, which is like kind of controlling the game, controlling the outcome, stuff like that, that time of possession is probably not that way. So maybe you're right. Maybe that's not what we're doing. Maybe it just wasn't convincing. But either way, you don't need to be the best team in the NFL in week 6. You got out with a dub. You play your final AFC opponent next week, and then it's off and running against NFC teams. I like it, man. I like where we're at.
That's fair. I'm not the total yards thing. You got to remember they did get the ball with short fields a bunch of times.
Yeah.
What made me more angry? We'll switch gears here. First, my guy Quentin Lake finally did it.
Yeah,
he finally freaking did it. He finally got his INT, first of his career in year 4. The guy is like tied for second in pass deflections right now or something.
So good.
Yeah, hell of a interception. He talked about it after the game. They saw that play a bunch of times in practice. He's like, I'm going to undercut it. And lo and behold, Cooper Rush decided I'm going to throw it right to a covered receiver. Zay Flowers did not have a good day, man. He's on the losing end of an interception. He had 2 fumbles lost. Just a brutal day for him. But yeah, shout out to Quentin Lake. Also had that fumble recovery, 6 tackles. Hell of a day by some of the defenders. But I feel like there was another defender that was your favorite on the day who had a lot of action.
Yeah, man. And that's so funny, because as soon as you were saying that, it's like, oh, there's another defense. My brain's like, damn, which one could it be? There's so many. It's like, but I know it's my boy Nate, man. Dude. Oh man, yeah, because I thought you were gonna go Byron on that one, man, with 2 sacks for BY. But yeah, Nate, man, with the Rams record, 17 tackles, man, all over the place. Had
ridiculous
that Superman punch on Zay Flowers, which is the coolest thing of all time. Look at that, he's just standing there menacingly.
Look, what is this comment over here by Brittany?
I cannot see. There's no way I can see that. So.
No, do you not see the gif on the side of the doggy? He's a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, 17 tackles.
Absolutely loving it, man, for Nate. Nate Landman coming over, man. Obviously, it's a 1-year deal. We can negotiate with him at any time, so hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. I don't want him to even know what free agency smells like, man, even from around the corner. So let's go ahead and lock him in, man. But Nate gets 17. I don't know if you saw in in the locker room when McVay was mentioning Nate Landman's 17 tackles franchise record. Stafford in the background on that clip right there is one of my favorite things of the year so far. The way he's like, that one got me, man. It's so funny. So yeah, rewatch that video, man, and watch Stafford in the background when McVay talks about Landman. But I mean, obviously, such a major addition, man. I'm so glad that this worked out. The Rams have needed a big time linebacker for so many years, and they seem to have hit with Nate. So I'm loving it.
There's a comment on the side there that says 8-year contract, please. But absolutely. In a world where linebackers have gotten smaller, linebackers have gotten faster because they were dealing with the pass game, the NFL has shifted back into a run first approach by many teams. Like, you got to stop the run. That's how the Eagles won last year. The Rams countered. Poona Ford playing phenomenal. Nate Landman playing right behind him. That's a great 1-2 punch. Nate Landman is as good as this defensive line stopping the run is. I don't really care that Derrick Henry had over 100 yards. That's the one area where I'm not really worried about it, because it's the first time they've given up over 100 yards to a running back.
Mm-hmm.
They've had other 100-yard days, but those are counting for quarterback rushes as well. Over 100 yards, Derrick Henry, because they force-fed him, man. Yeah. He had 10 carries like in the first quarter. I'm just like, what? They're trying to get the hell out of this game. 17 tackles. Do you know how tiring that is?
That's a lot of hitting dudes, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I love it, man. My favorite one though being that flying punch out, dude. That was so badass.
Him, yeah. Forced fumble there. Is that a second or third one of the year?
I think
forced fumble.
I want to say it's second.
Obviously, week 1, the game winner against Houston, that one as well. Yeah, those are huge. I think it was like 3 fumbles. Isaiah Likely fumbled at one point, but then picked it up. It was so quick, it looked like an incompletion, but they actually
I'm pretty sure that was incomplete, but whatever. I mean, it was a net zero, so it didn't matter, but still.
Yeah, he lost like 3 yards on it, but when you watch it, he had control. 2 steps, they counted as a football move, and Forbes hit him. Like, it was so bang bang, but when you watch it back, it was a fumble. Shout out to the defense. My favorite series of the defense was right before halftime, because I felt like that was really, really critical. Not doing much in the first half. That's what was worrying me. It's like, why are we so slow to get out the gate? It's like, I'll talk about that in another episode, but to have 4 chances inside the 5 with Derrick Henry, and I don't really care about how they perform this year. Those are still big ass guys. Like, to get 1 yard, they try to tush push. They tried with Derrick Henry, and they stopped them, like not even close, like not even needing a review. And then the last one, Jared Verse just completely throwing down Derrick Henry, like at the 2. Doing that right before halftime, those are game-winning plays. Game-winning plays aren't just in the last 5 minutes. That right there is a game-winning play. This defense, phenomenal when it comes to run stop, man. Like, it's very fun to watch that part of the defense.
It is, man. It's just my gripe on that, and I hate gripe refs, but like my gripe is that on that first one they let that play run for like 20 seconds, and then the second one they're like right away blow the whistle, and it's like, dude, give me a minute. It happened to us last week too. Dolak could have had the fumble, the forced fumble on that return, but they blew the whistle so quick. So we've been burned on 2 that really should have been fumbles, and Verse was scoring. I mean, wasn't even close, dude. Nobody would have been at the 50 trying to catch up to him, dude. That, like, he was gone. Only person in the world knew where the football was, but that bums me out. But yeah, great goal line stand.
That's it's funny you say that. We were talking about, the difference between a 17-3 win and a 31-3 win, or a quick whistle, a step here wrong. That, like, I'm sorry, how many times have you been watching a Rams game and then a highlight comes through and you just see that? You see a 99-yard scoop and score by some, like, on a random Sunday between the Panthers and Giants. You're like, that's crazy. I wonder how that happens. Well, that's how come the Rams don't get that?
Yeah.
It always seems like there's not chaos of a play. Everything's all controlled, and they don't let fun happen by the refs. So, that absolutely should have been a scoop and score.
You take that and then like a couple Devontae drops. That's probably 2 touchdowns off the board. You know what I mean? So it's like it really is like, yeah, sure, we aren't on the scoreboard beating the crap out of people, but we're 3 plays away from doing it. You know what I mean?
I'll defend Tay in that first drive. Those were overthrows by Stafford. I was really, really upset by that because I've been pumping that Stafford MVP train. I wanted 4 touchdowns out of him. You watch that leaping one in the back of the end zone. Adams is extended fully, and the ball is like just right outside the fingertips. Like he needed a little bit more stucco, and then right after that, he did overthrow Adams in the corner, and I'm like,
yeah,
come on, what are we doing?
There were, I mean, certainly some that are, you know, you wish were a little bit more in reach. But when you're a Hall of Fame receiver and your palms are on it, bring that in,
That's
man.
fair.
Bring it in.
That's
I don't
fair.
know. It's like you see that catch from homeboy from the Bucks after Baker.
Tez Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, you check that play out, and it's like, yeah, you got your hands on it, man. Catch it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I love that for them. But anyways, a win is a win. They are 4-2.
Win is a win. Come on,
it is.
Man.
Now they got to go on to Jacksonville. I'm excited for this game. Even sans Puka, I want to see some other guys step up. Tutu Atwell's nursing a hamstring. Give me Xavier Smith. Give me Jarquez Hunter. Give me, I almost said Colston Loveland. Give me Terrence Ferguson.
Another time.
My question to you: when will we see these rookies, man? Because my little qualms. I'm like, oh, they didn't win by enough. I want to see some more explosiveness. You got these rookies in the wings,
you also
man.
want to see rookies who are just going to make mistakes and then make us more mad. All right, Tuna.
Well, more Jarquez Hunter. I can understand, like, hey, you don't want to get Terrence Ferguson, like, put him in a bad spot, but you give him a fly sweep. I love the creativity. I'm sad that the execution wasn't there, but especially when Corum was out for a little bit. Would have been cool to see Jarquez Hunter just see what he can do since we're figuring out what the offense is.
I thought we would. I'll be honest, man. I will say this for Ferguson. I mean, he's not getting the targets. He's not getting the plays drawn up for him, but he's getting a lot more reps. He was out there quite a bit. Play 3 is the first appearance we saw him out there, and it's like, okay. It's like we're starting to incorporate him. And I think that this is a little bit of setup too, man. Like putting him out there in plays that are not designed for him and just kind of let the league kind of be like, okay, we're kind of just and I think we'll see this next week as well. I think that we put him out there. Not a lot of stuff drawn up to him. It's going to be against the Saints, the Seahawks, or the Niners after the bye week, man. One of those games that those plays start to get drawn up for him. As far as your other rookies that you want to see, obviously we saw Mump on a catch there, so that's good news. Hunter, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure we're going to see him this year. So.
Oh, Kanate? No, you're not really going to see Kanate.
No, Hunter, we're not going to see. Mump,
though,
getting a catch for Mump is awesome, man. I love to see that.
Yeah, send him a message. No, I'm not saying that, talk to Kanate, but no, there was a few players that we're able to, reach out to here and there because of training camp. We did interview Kanate and sent him a message. I said, hey, man, first catch of your career? He said, yes, sir. Like, awesome, bro. Congrats. Many more for you. So he's very ecstatic. He's aware that the gravity of it. So that's awesome for him. Speaking of offense, though, one person who was a lot of topic of conversations last week because of mistakes, he looked pretty damn good to me, and it's this man and his butt cheeks popping up on your screen right here. What a catch!
One cheek is 2 feet. Everybody knows that. Absolutely, I'd love to see it out of K-Dub, man.
Say it again.
One cheek.
One cheek.
Love, by the way, the representation of the pink that's coming back from specific players. K-Dub with the cleats, absolutely love it. I missed that the October stuff, but big catch here from K-Dub. I thought that when it happened, I thought he was out live, but then you obviously see the replay. You see some some recoil there, proving that you can
not the recoil. What's going on? What's on that back there?
I'm trying to navigate this in a way that's trying to be appropriate, not weird. I don't know, man.
What's going on back there, K-Dub? You know what? Hey, shout out to the strength and conditioning, because if that man had no booty, if that man was all lower back,
If he was missing squats, man. If he had Hank Hill ass, that's an incomplete pass, man.
We call that the extendo lower back, where it's just back, hamstrings. But no, because he's got recoil, that is a catch. That is phenomenal. On fourth down, too, to say, F it, Kyron's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a running back, an undersized running back making a catch like that. This is the net positive that I keep telling people, like, hey, he fumbled. This is his first real fumble in 5 games. But he does stuff like this, and he does score on the next play. Dude, how can you not like Kyron, man? Like, the dude balls out for you. He goes all out. And like you said, the pink cleats. That's sick.
Love it. Yeah, Zay Flowers looked dope as hell, man, with his pink gloves, towel, and cleats. I love that, man. I miss it. It kind of it brings me back, I guess, to like some days of old of watching October NFL, man. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I was looking. I have a crucial catch towel that was gifted to me by Rampage. I don't know where to put it.
I've got something that. Oh yeah, my it's under a bunch of stuff right now, but my Packers towel from last year, that was in October, so that's got some crucial catch stuff.
Hey, I saw you at that game.
Hey, that's where we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had but yeah, I know we only got a few minutes left here. I will say thank you to all the kind comments that I received yesterday in person and online. I had posted that our channel, thanks to a large part of you, Sheriff Joe Bags, this channel has now surpassed 900 subscribers. We are close to the goal of 1,000. Huge thank you to you. You've pushed me to do this show multiple times a week, kept me consistent. And a lot of people have been mentioning our rapport. They're like, man, you guys have good chemistry. It's almost like you guys are actually friends. And yes, we are.
I've gotten that comment a lot too, actually. I'm talking about our ability to communicate well. So it's good.
Are you hitting on me, Joe? Is that all this is? You just been hitting on me this whole time? Slow burning me?
Oh man. In week 6.
Trying to get me at week 18. I see your plan.
That's hilarious.
But,
yeah.
No, thank you to listeners. You guys are awesome.
We're gonna have to well, hopefully we hit that goal quick, and then we can set a new one, man.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. But final thoughts as we close out here, man.
Dude, final thoughts before we turn page here to another week of AFC action. Rams are 4-2, man. Playing against what was, I mean, in fairness, a 1-win team, but a good 1-win team. It feels a lot like the 24 Rams the Ravens are right now. And once Lamar comes back, as long as they can wiggle themselves into the playoffs, man, they'll be looking all right. So I'm pumped. We're 4-2, and the NFC is really starting to shake up, man. It's a hell of a fight right now, even early into the season, man. I'm loving the way this playoff race is about to shape up with some really, really good football teams. I don't know if you can say who the best is right now. I say Tampa, man. I think they're killing it right now. But there's a lot of really, really good NFC football teams, man. I'm fired up for it.
I think Tampa's the best. I think Baker Mayfield, not just the numbers, but you look at the eye test, man. I think he is the MVP front runner. He had a big like 3rd and 12 where he scrambles and extends and gets the first down.
3rd and 14.
And
incredible.
Every MVP every year always has a few plays where you point to, you're like, he's playing at a different caliber right now. He's just better than everyone else. And Baker Mayfield is that. Hopefully we get Matthew Stafford in London terrorizing the UK field and showing the Jacksonville Jaguars that he's an MVP candidate.
Yes. On that note, man, speaking of London, let's go ahead and knock out our favorite Rams London moments as we fade off here.
I'm not going to lie. I do not remember. You're going to start me off here. It's probably going to be all you. I do not remember.
Let me go. My first one. The rest of the game sucked, but give me that deep ball to Chris Gibbons against the Patriots.
Okay, I do remember that. I'm bad with. Oh my god, I don't remember. I had to Google. Let's see. Best moments for let's see. Rams, Bengals in London. What do you remember from that 2019 game? What do you remember from that?
Cooper Kupp embarrassing the Bengals. He went off that day.
Okay. Rams practice in London.
Rams Giants. That was that's been a few years. I guess.
Week 7.
Trying to remember what happened.
The New York Giants capitalized on 4 interceptions of Case Keenum.
Yeah, my mom got married that day. So I was all sitting there all sad, but yeah.
my
All right.
God.
Well, I'm gonna go. My number one was that deep ball Bradford to Chris Givens, and I was like, "Yo, Rams are in this!" And then they score like 45 unanswered.
That's not good. This is not good.
I watched every second of that damn game, though. I'll tell you that much. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't remember them at all. I'm sorry.
Well,